On this episode of Breaking Ground, we'll be taking a look at the proper way to wrap your house, how to prep your opening for windows, and we're going to build a factory frame right here on the job site for a sliding door. Arnold Lumber has been a partner of New England builders and homeowners for over 100 years. Our goal is to elevate projects to their highest potential through top quality product solutions and above and beyond service on all projects from start to finish. Now, we're teaming up with industry leaders and the area's best builders to give you insights on the latest material technologies, best practices, and unique projects. This is Breaking Ground. So we're on site here in Jamestown with our good friends Hyrdro Construction on their latest project. And today we're going to be looking at an innovative product to wrap your house, the Hyrdro Gap Housewrap product. And what's important about this new technology in moisture management into protecting the shell of your home. We'll also be with our friends from Andersen Windows, prepping the opening for your windows properly, and we'll even go ahead and show you an actual window installation, how to get it done the right way, sealed up nice and tight. Come on in, let's take a look. We're here with David Beatty from Coastal Forest Products. Thanks, Dave, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
They're using a special type of wrap on this house, and we're hoping you could tell us a little bit about this Hyrdro Gap product and why Hyrdro Construction's probably choosing to use this instead of the standard wrap.
Bulk water and water that can get trapped behind the building, we want to get that out as quickly as possible, right? So you have a breathable house wrap here, and you'll notice that they have these 1 millimeter spacers.
Yeah, little bumps on the surface of the wrap.
And what that does is that will actually, about 100 times more bulk water will leave the building versus your traditional weather-resistant barriers.
You mean it's draining down?
Correct. It will drain right down the building,
versus
right down the side of the wall.
Settling on the surface?
That's correct. And again, what you want to do when you are talking about house wraps and weatherization as far as a complete system, you want to get that bulk water or that water away from that building as quickly as possible. And this product does that.
We know that we don't put siding directly onto the sheathing or the wood of our shell of the house. We wrap our houses. What's so important about making sure that water gets away from the surface?
Again, it gets back to you want any type of water within a building, behind the whether it's behind the cladding or behind the wall, you want that to go away from the wall or the building as quickly as possible.
For multiple reasons, I would imagine. One, we don't want it heading in toward the house.
Correct.
And two, mold.
Absolutely, absolutely, mold and rot. The idea behind this is to make a space between the cladding and the wrap so that water exits that building as quickly as possible.
The material goes on pretty easy. It comes in these rolls. We staple it on up to the building. Anything else special about the application of this, or is that it?
No, that's it. I mean, it's going to install very similar to your traditional weather-resistant barriers, except for you have that built-in drainage plane, basically, with those 1 millimeter spaces. It's available in 5 and 9 foot by 100 foot rolls. It's a very breathable product. So again, you're allowing moisture from inside the wall to escape to the outside, and obviously, that's very important.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, thanks. Listen, there's lots of great products on the market. Technology continues to improve and develop. Moisture management is a big deal on homes these days, and we're glad you were able to tell us a little bit about this Hyrdro Gap product in particular.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So what we're doing here is we're going to flash a window. You want to cut around the rough opening of the window, and then we're going to use what they call the cut back method. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut 2 inches away from the rough opening up both jambs, and then we're going to do a 45-degree cut away from the top of the window. We're eventually going to flip that up, then your window will be ready to install.
Okay, we have a lot of Andersen doors and windows on this job, and I thought it might be good to talk a little bit about what's important to remember, what are the steps and things we want to think about when it comes time to start installing our windows and doors.
Well, I think some of it is just the operational efficiency of the job site, right? So one thing that we do for the customers, we have this, which is good for us as a manufacturer, but down here is all the good stuff for the contractor. Has the job name, but what's really cool, it actually even has the location that this particular window needs to go. So we're going from the garage, and wouldn't you know that this rough opening right here is labeled C. So all the guys on the team know where all the windows go.
Keeping things organized.
Keeping things organized,
we're not putting
efficient.
the wrong window in the wrong hole.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, what about preparing our openings then?
Every step is important. You can see here we have a rough opening that's fairly prepped. Getting that ready for the window, all the steps that the manufacturer provides on prepping that rough opening, and then following the guide for the window, the steps for sealing integrating it into the rough opening, and all the other flashing steps is really important to a good window and door installation.
Anything different about door installation from window installation, or the principles are pretty much the same?
Well, windows are fairly simplistic, but again, it's when you miss a step, you can have a property damage issue. But doors are a little bit different because you can see this product here has a flange that goes around 3 sides, and there's really nothing at the sill. Most doors can be problematic at the sill, and how this door is installed into the rough sill on the job is critical. So we have a complete set of installation guides that explain how to prep the sill with sealant or a pan, however you're doing it, so that you get the sealing that you need of this sill to the subfloor. You don't want air to pull water through the bottom, you get a leak. So what we did today was the guys on the Harbor construction crew had never assembled a KD door. We assembled these in the factory, but they wanted to learn how we assemble these. So they went through all the important steps of assembling this A-Series gliding door frame. One of the great things about the whole Collab partnership program is that we're bringing training to the field. Reduces callbacks, a much better customer experience, and everybody wins.
All right, so that's a wrap, wink, wink, for this episode. To keep up to date on this episode and others that we're doing throughout New England, please make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you like what you saw, like us, share it with your friends. And until next time, I'm Tom with Arnold Lumber. We'll see you next time on Breaking Ground.